Social health. We all agree to this fact that the health of the entire community is as important as one's own health. Good social health can be achieved through habits of cleanliness and good health on the part of all individuals in a community. Social health is the ability of a person to establish relationship with other persons. Come, let us begin with a detailed study of this concept with the help of an activity. Activity. Observe the students of this class for a week and based on the observations, classify them into 3 groups: highly interactive, occasionally interactive, and non-interactive. There are total 30 students in this class. Among them, 5 students are highly interactive, 16 students are occasionally interactive, and 9 students are completely non-interactive. From this observation, we can conclude that maximum students of this class are interactive. The number of friends each of these students have is varied. But along with these interactive students, this class also consists of students which are completely non-interactive, and these students have no friends. According to the definition of social health, maximum number of students of this class have the ability to establish relationship with other persons. Is such situation in favor of social health? Ability to change one's own behavior according to changing social conditions is an important characteristic of social health. Various factors affect social health. Among them, some factors help to maintain good social health, while others contribute in disturbing the social health. Factors like strong personality, having large number of friends and relatives, proper use of time during loneliness and with peer group, trust in others, respect and acceptance for others are important for good social health. Whereas factors like pollution, superstitions, addiction, etc. disturb the social health adversely. Come, let us now proceed to do a detailed study of these factors. Factors affecting the social health. Food, clothing, shelter, water, and medicines are some of the basic needs of man. To maintain good social health, it is essential that these needs are satisfied. However, due to increasing population, satisfying these basic needs of man has also become difficult. As a result, problems like malnutrition, shortage of food, epidemics arise. In addition to this, if residential area, toilets and the surroundings are also not kept clean, then this will lead to further deterioration of social health. In such conditions, it is very important to protect the masses and provide them with healthy environment. Thus, we can say that if in our residential area, water, the toilets that we use can affect the social health. Education and job opportunities decide the financial status of any person. A well-educated person has more job opportunities. The person becomes more confident. This enables the person to lead a happy personal and social life. Facilities like playgrounds and gardens provide happy space for the children to play and for the aged people to exercise. Such facilities also help to develop a positive change in the social health. Use of public transport facilities on large scale reduces traffic on roads, helps to maintain air pollution, sound pollution, and thus by this, social health can be improved. Factors like social environment of the surrounding, social treatment, social and physical conditions of the surrounding, political conditions or views, and social safety are interdependent on each other and also have a huge impact on the social health. Come, after doing a brief study about factors affecting the social health, let us now proceed to learn about which factors disturb the social health. Factors disturbing the social health. Various factors disturb the social health. Come, let us study about them one by one. Mental stress. Competition has increased in opportunities for education, employment and business due to increase in population. Children are facing problems of loneliness and mental stress due to reasons like nuclear family and parents staying outdoors due to job. In some families, discrimination between girls and boys is also witnessed. There are many bindings on girls. On the other hand, in the same family, boys are bestowed with excessive freedom. Boys enjoy concession from household tasks, whereas girls have compulsion for the same with the reason that girls should be used to all domestic chores. Not only this, but in some families, a boy is served with fresh food while his sister has to fill her stomach by eating the leftover food. Discrimination between brother and sister in the same family on choice of learning medium is also observed most often. Boys of the family are sent to the English medium school, whereas girls of the family are admission to Marathi medium school. In society too, adolescent girls have to unnecessarily face problems like teasing and molestation. Due to such gender inequality, girls are facing the problem of stress. Nowadays, you might have seen many advertisements about increasing awareness on avoiding the discrimination between girls and boys on television. This is one of the many efforts taken by the government to nurture our social health. Nowadays, everyone has to face stress due to ever-increasing disorder, crime and violence. At the same time, people looking at this as fast and easy way of making money may become scapegoats and become part of such system. This is the deadly effect of social health. Come, let us now proceed to discuss about one more factor disturbing the social health. Addiction. In case of adolescents, peer group influence is much stronger. Adolescents always prefer company of friends and follow their good or bad habits instead of following advice of parents and teachers. Due to either peer group pressure, symbol of high standard living, or as an imitation of elders, adolescents in their early age try upon tobacco, cigarette, gutka, alcoholic drinks, drugs, etc. Casual consumption of these deadly substances increases day by day. Due to such frequent consumptions, they get used to such substances, and this leads to addiction to deadly substances. Temporarily intoxicating drugs of plant origin and some chemicals may permanently damage the human nervous system, muscle system, heart, etc. We have already learnt in our previous grades that long-term consumption of tobacco products may lead to mouth and lung cancer. Smoke coming from tobacco products contains harmful compounds like pyridine, ammonia, carbon monoxide, nicotine, and sulfur dioxide. Due to inhalation of these compounds, healthy tissues of the lungs are affected. Tumors are formed. This can eventually lead to cancer. See this person, inebriated with drugs or liquor loitering in dirty place. You must have also read the news about many deaths due to poisonous liquor in the newspaper. Can you tell why does it happen? Liquor is produced from alcohol obtained through the process of fermentation. However, if this process is performed in a wrong way, poisonous liquor is produced, which proves fatal for many at a time. Though the state of intoxication is temporary in case of alcohol addicts, the ill effects of this addiction remains for long term. Due to alcoholism, efficiency of nervous system, especially brain and liver, is hindered. Development of brain is also hindered in adolescents due to alcoholism, and thereby their ability of memorization and learning becomes slow. When a person becomes addicted to alcohol, the addict fails to think rationally. The person becomes restless and is not able to pay attention to anything else. Due to this, the person has to face social, mental, and family problems along with physical illness. Such pitiful condition of most intelligent human being is not acceptable. Come, let us now proceed to the next topic. Diseases. Here an incidence is shown. Observe this incidence carefully. Here we can see that a leprosy patient is being ill-treated by a woman, due to which the patient has become sentimental. We should not have this kind of behavior towards any patient. In fact, in such conditions, we should be willing to listen and understand the patient. We should not be rude or disrespectful to patient. We should not humiliate the patient. On the contrary, we should treat the patient with lot of respect. Like the leprosy patient seen over here, people suffering from dreadful diseases like AIDS, TB, and mental disorders are also mistreated. They are not offered proper required care. Likewise, even the old persons who require their children most during their old age are ignored by their kids. At times, their children have moved away due to their jobs. This leaves no choice in front of the old persons but to lead a lonely life. All of this has led to day-by-day increase in old age homes. Such factors also may cause harm to the social health. Come, let us now proceed to study about how communication media and excessive use of technology can affect the social health in detail. Communication media and excessive use of modern technology. To start with this topic, first, we will observe the two situations shown over here. In the first situation, the mother is forcibly pulling the kid inside the house to study, while on the other hand, in the second situation, the mother is forcibly pushing the kid out of the house to play. Earlier, mobile phones and other communication media were not easily available to children. Therefore, they used to play outdoor games. However, nowadays, instead of outdoor games, children are busy playing games on mobile phones and computers. Excessive use of modern communication technology is responsible for this situation. Come, let us understand this with the help of an activity. First, we will categorize the various tasks carried out by Sia during her daily routine under two groups: time spent on health and time spent on other tasks. And then we will compare the two groups. Out of 24 hours of her daily routine, Sia invests 14 hours on other tasks and only 10 hours on her health. Out of those 10 hours invested on her health, apart from sleeping time, Sia spends only 1 hour and 30 minutes for her health and hygiene. On the other hand, Sia spends 3 hours and 45 minutes watching television, playing games and chatting on mobile phone and computer. Nowadays, excessive, unnecessary, irrational use of modern technology and communication media is becoming a sensitive issue from the point of view of social health. Persons spending time with cell phones for several hours are usually unaware of the surrounding. This is also a sort of addiction which is endangering the social health. Various physical problems like tiredness, headache, insomnia, forgetfulness, tinnitus, joint pains, and problems in vision may arise due to radiations of cell phones. Most serious fact is that these radiations penetrate the bones of children more effectively than the bones of adults. Therefore, children should not be given mobile phones to play. Persons continuously using computer and internet become solitary. They cannot establish harmonious relations with relatives and other members of the society. Habitually, they become self-centered, and thereby they may develop problems like autism and selfishness. They may also become less sensitive towards others. Chronic effect of such tendency is that they are not ready to help others in need, and hence they also do not get help in need. Do you recall the sudden closing of any cartoon film being telecast on television? Children who watch the cartoon films may imitate the characters of those films. Tendency and behavior of the children who play games like virtual war and car races, especially the ones where virtual accidents are deliberately brought about, gradually become negative. They begin to develop a negative attitude. The mindset of children playing such games becomes destructive. Some games available on cell phones and computers are extremely time-consuming. Lot of time of these children gets wasted. Due to these games, the children lose concentration on some essential subjects. It also causes economic losses. Sometimes these games also prove to be fatal. One of the famous examples of such games is the Blue Whale game. You might have definitely heard about this game. This game is played for a span of about 50 days. At the start of this game, the participant is instructed to draw an outline of blue whale on his skin. At the last level of this game, the participant is ordered to commit suicide in order to win the game. If not done, threats are given to the participant. Overall, looking at the risk level, it's high time to ask this question. Is it necessary to play such unsafe games at the cost of your life? What do you think? Along with some useful purpose, huge information available on internet is also used for viewing some inappropriate videos. However, there is a governmental regulation over such media. Websites, movies and cartoon films inappropriate for children are banned by the government. Now, before proceeding to the next issue in context to excessive use of modern technology, let us observe this scene shown over here. Hey, what are you thinking? This is a very familiar scene, isn't it? Here, a boy is standing in middle of a busy road and is clicking a selfie. The boy is so engrossed in clicking selfie that he is completely unaware of the speedy vehicle coming from behind. This irrational behavior of the boy can prove to be fatal. Nowadays, there is increase in the news of death by drowning in ocean, falling in deep valleys or under trains during catching a cell phone selfie. Most of the times, person indulging in selfie is not aware about the world around and the risks. This is called selficide. Nowadays, people choose to upload videos of road accidents on WhatsApp and Facebook instead of helping the victim. Such people are not sensitive towards others. You cannot expect any kind of help from such people. Persons indulging in domestic violence, sending messages to others before committing suicide, or those who send video clips of suicidal act are mentally ill, and they do so to gain the sympathy of others. Person indulging in such destructive and unnatural activities is usually under stress. Such activities help in bursting of stress. Medical science has declared such activities as mental illness. Nowadays, video clips of parents threatening or hitting children not studying as per their wish or domestic helpers beating children are very common on social media. Thus, considering all these incidences, we should make constructive use of communication media like television, phone and internet for essential needs and for entertainment only. Do not go into the clutches by spending hours with these communication media. Come, let us now proceed to the next part of the chapter. Cyber crimes. Nowadays, we read a lot about cyber crimes in the newspaper. There are many examples of cybercrime. The incidences shown over here are few examples of cybercrime. Come, let us educate ourselves about cybercrimes. Consumers are deceived by showing superior items on websites, but actually selling the items of either inferior quality or impaired ones. Bank transactions are done using PIN without the knowledge of consumers. Confidential information about government, institutes and companies is obtained from internet with the help of computer programs or other various ideas, and the information obtained is misused. This is called hacking of information. To avoid such incidences, banks continuously spread the message on the registered mobile phone number to not disclose the Aadhaar, PAN card, credit card or debit card number or any other personal information if demanded by any person. Along with this, to avoid transactions by scammers, banks also instruct their customers to not to disclose their PIN to anyone while withdrawing cash from ATM machine or purchasing through card payment. Nowadays, crimes like opening a fake account on Facebook and displaying false information and thereby teasing girls or exploiting them financially has become so frequent. To avoid such circumstances, it is necessary to always validate the information of the unknown person who has sent you a friend request. Avoid chatting with any random person on Facebook until the information provided by the person is verified. Misuse or illegal sale of the written literature, software, photos, videos, music, etc. of others by obtaining from internet is called piracy. Electronic media is also misused by sending derogatory messages, spreading vulgar pictures and inflammatory statements. Exchange of information through media like email, Facebook and WhatsApp occurs very fast. However, our personal information and phone numbers are automatically spread through and thereby reach the unwanted persons, which lead to malpractices like incoming of unnecessary messages. Some of such messages either impair or shut down the mobiles and computers. To avoid such unwelcomed happenings, logging out our account is a must. All these incidences are examples of cyber crimes. Committing such crime is also a mental illness. Due to cyber crimes, victims suffer from lot of mental stress. To overcome all this, the police department has newly launched a cyber crime unit. The cyber crime experts collect details, investigate about the cyber crime, and thereby find the criminal with the help of internet. Do you know? IT Act 2000. IT Act 2000 has been enacted since 17th October 2000 and been amended in 2008. Person committing the cybercrime has to face punishment like imprisonment for 3 years or fine up to 5 lakhs. Maharashtra is at the forefront in controlling cybercrimes, and it has proved to be first state to start a separate cybercrime unit. After doing a detailed study about various factors disturbing the social health, let us now proceed to the last part of the chapter, that is, stress management.